Have you ever considered your legacy? I know it's hard to think about the legacy when you're young. What kind of effect you'll have on this world when the last breath has left your lungs. What your tombstone will read, what they'll say about you when you're gone. How many lives you will have touched and how deep, and will people remember you in song. I know this contemplation of your existence ending might be considered dreary, but the truth of this, what some may call sad navel-gazing, is, I assure you, quite contrary. When pushed to think and see beyond the end of your nose, being forced to consider what about you everyone else knows, you begin to commiserate more on the future and hereafter, in addition to the here and how. Such forward thinking sends the mind a-blinking, spinning wheels on more than the present. One ponders the living of a life, hopefully regretting nothing and having nothing to resent. This gift of the now is cherished somehow, regifted for some coming future, stitching together people, places, and events, and where there are gaps, a little suture. To tell a story of a life of glory, hopefully having done something special and impacted on some level, and leaving a shadow for casting. Filling up big or small or unique shoes, and leaving footprints for someone to follow. Wondering if what I do today is being tallied or measured by who I am and what I'm doing. If I've ever said a kind word to someone who needed to hear it. If I ever lent a helping hand to someone who needed to hold on. If I've ever made someone smile or made someone laugh or cried with someone, letting their tears soak my chest. Will I be remembered for being human or humane? Will I stand out in my uniqueness or be like most the same? I know it's hard to consider the legacy you leave behind when life for you is blind, when you are no longer seen because you only exist in memories and in tears of laughter or joy. How you live now is how you'll die. If surrounded by friends you are in the living, so you will be in the death. And I know it may be morbid, but it's only needed to remind you, life is precious. Take a minute to consider the ending so you can live life in the moment. Because what about all the little bits? The moments, the minutes, the bliss? The regular or irregular, hi or hello or a kiss. For God so loved the world, he gave his only son. Be like the noonday sun and shine on for all to see and feel your presence and your heat. Consider leaving a legacy. Consider living like you're leaving a legacy.